Well, good afternoon, football fans, and welcome to Dick Bivens Stadium here in Amarillo, where tonight the Muleshoe Mules and the Perryton Rangers will kick things off here in just about 30 minutes. This is Ronnie Jones along with Gerald Shanks, Gil Robert Reynolds on the camera, and we'll be bringing you the action in tonight's 3A battle in by-district play. Well, Gerald, the game tonight really shapes up to be a defensive struggle, as both teams have had good defenses for the year. The Rangers are 7-2 coming into tonight's game and came in second to Canyon after a tough 14-10 defeat last week against Canyon in Perryton. They were second in District 1 3A. And of course the Mules came in with a 3-1 district record and were second in District to Cooper in District 2 3A. The Perryton Rangers have at quarterback Bo Morrell, who has 890 rushing yards for the year and 12 touchdowns, and he will be a force that the Mules will have to deal with. They have a big defensive end, 6'5" Brett Watson, who has played extremely well, and last week an offensive lineman, Pablo Alvarado, who weighs 278 pounds and played very well against Canyon. For Muleshoe, some of the highlighters are linebacker Juan Nunez, who leads the team in tackles with 133, and Brady Black, the tailback, who has 1,052 yards and 10 touchdowns for the year. At quarterback, Brad Hamilton has hit on 43 of 103 passes, 4 interceptions, and 4 touchdowns for the year, and 760 yards through the air. The Mules are leading this area in defense by allowing only 177 yards per game, and Perryton last week had a great defensive game against Canyon, who's leading the area in offense by holding the Eagles to 254 total yards of offense. The Mules have played Perryton, Gerald, 14 times in regular season play and have not beaten the Rangers. However, the Mules have played twice against Perryton in the playoffs and have beaten them both times. 10-8 in 1983, and then 2 years ago here in Dick Bivens Stadium, a big 50-9 win for the Mules. So we don't know what to expect, but we do expect two good teams, well coached, to have quite a game here tonight. Gerald, tell us a little bit about the weather.
Well, Ronnie, it's going to be a cool night, especially for the fans. I think the kids will probably enjoy it. It'll be nice and cool for them. The wind could be a factor when you're going to the north. The flag, I noticed, still is blowing out pretty good, so the wind could be a factor, but the stadium is excellent. The artificial turf, I think one of the more popular surfaces to play on, is really great for our kids to get to play on, and seems like this turf is getting more popular, statewide and even nationwide probably. So, but it is going to be cool for the spectators.
And the Mules have always played very well here in Dick Bivens Stadium, so that could be a plus for us. And there's not a lot of difference in size here. The Mules might have a little bit of advantage on the quickness, but we'll just wait and see what happens. But we look forward to quite a game. The starting lineups for tonight's game, first of all, for Perryton on offense, the Rangers did lose last week against Canyon. A good running back, Tim Oliveras, who will be out with a knee injury. And according to Kenny Splon, probably will put Bear Knox in his place. However, we don't have Bear Knox down on our starting lineup. I will give you the one that we have. At center is Jay Henshaw, number 72, 6'2", and 252 pounds, a senior. The tackles are Jay Berthold, number 78, 5'7", 211 pounds, a senior, and Derek Miller, number 54, 5'9", 188, a senior. The guards are Pablo Alvarez, who had a great game against Canyon last week. Number 63, 6'1", 278, a junior, and John McElroy, number 67, 5'11", 209, a senior. At the tight end will be Brett Watson, number 88, 6'5", 233, a senior. And out at wide receiver will be Trey Allen, number 6, 6'1", 191, a senior. Bo Morrell, number 2, the quarterback, who has almost 900 yards for the season, 6'2", 190, a senior. And we have starting here on offense at the wingback, Brendan Barker. He's number 28, 6'5", 203, a senior. And the two backs in the split backfield will be Nolan Hale, number 34, 5'11", 251, a junior. And Charlie Mann, number 21, 5'10", 175, a junior. On offense for the Mules, we have Tyler Wood out at wide receiver, 6'1", 160, a senior. At the weak side tackle will be Jordan Bond, number 63, 6'2", 175, a senior. At the guard, number 55, Jeff Circle, 5'11", 200, a junior. And back in the lineup after an injury is Corey Atwood, number 59, 5'11", 185, a senior. On the strong side at guard, Juan Nunez, 73, 6 feet, 215, a senior. And at tackle is Lorenzo Nunez, 5'10", 220, a junior. At the tight end position will be Joel Salcido, 6 feet, 180, a junior, or a senior. And Chris Kendall, who will do much of the kicking, and also at wingback is 6'1", 160, a senior. Brant Hamilton, the quarterback, number 10, 6 feet, 170, a sophomore. At fullback, number 2, Caleb Heinrich, 5'10", 175, a junior. And at tailback, number 44, Brady Black, 6 feet, 195, a junior. On defense for the Mules, penciled in to start. The tackles are number 52, Rigo Mendoza, 5'10", 210, a junior. And Josh Shelburne, 6'2", 210, a senior. Defensive ends are Danny Bonilla, 5'8", 190, a senior. And Jeff Circle, 5'11", 200, a junior. And outside linebackers, Jared Flores, number 7, 5'7", 140, a junior. And number 34, Joel Salcido, 6 feet, 180, a senior. In the middle, the linebackers are number 4, Irwin Lewis, 5'9", 200, a senior. Irvin also has done much of the kicking for the Mules, kicking off this year. And the other linebacker, number 73, Juan Nunez, 6'1", 215, a senior. At corner, Juan Carlos Reyes, 5'7", 160, a junior. And at the other corner, Tyler Wood, 6'1", 165, a senior. At free safety, number 44, Brady Black, 6 feet, 195, a junior. So those are the starting lineups. A little information on the teams. It shapes up to be quite a ball game. The Mules just now going in. They got out on the field to loosen up early. And Perryton still warming up. And right now we're just about 25 minutes away from game time. As they go inside the Muleshoe 30-yard line to the 26-yard line. And it's 2nd and 5 as the Rangers have an impressive drive going here after the Mules scored on the long 50-yarder by Brady Black. 7-0 Muleshoe with 6:19, the clock running to go here in this opening quarter. And it looks like Perryton all sides there. Let's wait and see what that call is. Looks like number 75 jumped in. Looked like was offside, so let's see what the call is. Well, I don't know what they're calling, Joe. Maybe nothing, yeah. They call that against the Mules. I guess we came across the line of scrimmage. That should be enough for a first down. Gilbert was all the way into the Muleshoe secondary, but I suppose he must have moved after the Mules came across the... Shotgun formation this time for Hamilton. And he keeps the ball, passes, has a man out there, he's open, and pretty good yardage there is number 2 still on his feet. It gets real close to the first down marker out to the 40-yard line, maybe just short. That's going to be Caleb Heinrich. So then Hamilton just sprinted out to the right side, flipped the ball out to Heinrich, and Heinrich made a good run after he caught the ball. And they may measure on this, let's see. Either that or it's going to be another 3rd even shorter than the yard. So they're going to measure this time, and we'll see if the Mules have the first down. If they don't, they'll have 3rd and short. And it is a first down for the Mules, as they just did pick that one up. Good job there by Hamilton, and Heinrich made quite a run. He picked up 5 yards after the catch on his own, and he had 3 tacklers hanging on to him, so a good job there by Caleb Heinrich. And another first down for the Mules. They're 3rd of the night. They have the ball on their own 40-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. And you set it downs, and they overcame that penalty then with a little pass play out to Heinrich. Clock moving, 3:27 remaining in the opening quarter. The score tied at 7. There goes Black straight ahead for a couple. Pretty good defense over on that right side then by the Rangers. Number 28 in on that tackle. That's Brendan Baker, the big 6'5" end, and a couple of other Rangers on that tackle. So it's going to be a pickup of 3 by Black. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go for the Mules. One man in the backfield this time. This time Hamilton under center, under Atwood. And he's going to keep the ball this time. Hamilton outside, and he's going to be just short of the first down. He looked like he might have some good yardage there, and he kind of slowed up to cut, and then the Ranger defense quickly all over him. But a pickup of about 6 on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And we'll see if we hand off to Black straight ahead this time and try to bull our way ahead for the first down. We're on the 48-yard line. Need to go to about the 49. You know, I think this is good here, Gerald, because I think we need to keep the football out of the hands of the Perryton offense.
Yes, looks like that's okay. Here we are back again.
Okay, here goes the pitch, straight ahead, and there's Black just making the first down, and he was hammered in there, but he does pick up the first down. And let's see, on that tackle there, it looks like maybe that hard hit was by number 99. That's Clay Monross, and he did hit her back then, but a first down. So the Mules just across the midfield stripe on their own on the Perryton 48. It'll be 1st and 10 to go. One back in the backfield, and there's a pass across the middle. It is complete. Good pass in there by Hamilton. Good catch in there by Salcedo, and he picks a first down up, goes across the 35 to the 33-yard line down in Perryton territory now. That's a good pass in there from Hamilton to Salcedo then, and that goes from the 48 all the way down to the 33. That's a 15-yard pickup for the Mules, and they keep this drive alive. So far, both offenses have looked sharp, and these are 2 very fine defensive teams according to stats for the year. There goes a handoff straight ahead, and 2 or 3 right up the middle to Black. And Perryton closing up quickly then, but about a 2.5, give him 3 yards, give Brady Black 3 yards on the play. He's down to the 31, and it's going to be 2nd down and a long 7 to go for the Mules. And we have receivers out to both sides now. Black in the backfield with Hamilton, shotgun formation. And there goes Black, and he's not going to get back barely to the line of scrimmage in. Good job in there by big number 67, I believe, on that tackle for Perryton. And that's going to be John McElroy. And on that tackle, no gain on the play. So a 3rd and long now for the Mules, and they may have to go to the air this time. Looked like then Hamilton might have been open around that left side, but Brady just wasn't open then. So it's 3rd down and 7 to go on this drive of the Mules. They're trying to get set up. There comes Heinrich out wide to the right side. Black set up in motion. Now we're set, and a fumble, and we're in all kinds of trouble now, and Hamilton just did get the pass off. It was batted down at the line of scrimmage. That saved him from about a 6 or 7 yard loss, but it'll still be 4th down and 7. And with the ball on the 31-yard line of the Rangers, I'm sure the Mules will go for it here. Actually, if Perryton holds us and gets the ball back, that'll be their worst field position of the night to start out with. So a big 4th down for the Mules with is it 7 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. Just about used it up. The score's all tied at 7. And there goes Hamilton around the right side. Looks, going to keep the ball now, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds inside the 30 to the 28, and Perryton will hold. No one open then, as Brian Hamilton wanted to fire the ball toward the end zone, and he just had to tuck that ball in and keep it. He went across from the 31 to the 28, picked up 3 yards on the play. But Perryton is held, and so a good drive there by the Mules, and it stalls down on, well, actually the ball's all the way down to the 26-yard line. And that's where the Muleshoe drive will stall, and that's where Perryton will take over. So the score's tied at 7, and I guess they had, I couldn't tell what they had on the clock a while ago. It looks like about 12 seconds left here in this opening quarter. So Bo Morrell brings the Rangers up to the line, pitches around the left side, and we missed a tackle out there. We had a tackle back in the backfield and just could not get the runner down. That was number 22, Danny Bonilla, got in the backfield. Looked like a tackle for a loss. We couldn't make the tackle, and a pickup of about 3 on the play as the first quarter comes to an end. Perryton will have the football when we come back with the ball on the, looks like about 29-yard line in their territory, and the score is tied at 7. Okay, the second quarter ready to get underway here with the score all tied at 7-7. And Perryton with the football. The Mules scored first, and the Rangers had a sustained drive. They've held the Mules down on the Mule 26-yard line, and they had the ball right back. And quarterback keeping the ball. It looks like he's in trouble, and good defense there by the Mules as they tackle Morrell on the 30-yard line. Okay, in on that tackle, number 63 then for the Mules. That's going to be Jordan Bonds, I believe. Or it may have been 73 Nunez. And a couple of other Mules, and so it's going to be a 3rd down and 6 to go. So a big play here for the Mules. The Mules defense really needs to toughen up and hold here, and they might watch that little swing pass. It's been so hard to stop that the Rangers have used successfully tonight. Morrell back. Pressure on him. Looks. And he's going to be tackled for a loss by number 52. So good defense there by the Mules. And no one open then, kind of like the situation the Mules were in a short time ago. Rigo Mendoza making the tackle in. That's going to be a sack, and it's going to be 4th down and 8. First sack of the night for the Mules, 4th down and 8 to go. And back deep for the Mules is going to be, is that Tyler Wood, I believe, number 14. So the Mules have held. There's a good snap back, good kick with the wind, and let's see if the Mules field it or get out of the way. Wood caught it, kind of a dangerous catch, and he's still on his feet, and he's tackled, still on his feet. He's out across the 25, out across the 30, 35, out to the 40, 45, and he's still on his feet, out across midfield, still on his feet, and he's going to score, I believe. No flags, no flags, no flags. I can't believe that run, Gerald. Tyler Wood hesitated on catching that ball. He kind of reached back and picked it up on a bounce. 2 men hit him immediately, and he was hit by at least 6 men on that run, and he goes all the way from about, what was he on, the 25? From the 25, he goes down the sideline. He goes all the way. Now they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Okay, I wondered why they didn't put the score up. We go all the way, but we did step out of bounds. Still a heck of a run back, and the ball goes all the way down, though, to the 41-yard line of Perryton. So we did step out of bounds. I didn't see any flags. I didn't know exactly what they were calling, but that was a run then by Tyler Wood. And even though he stepped out of bounds on the, even though he stepped out of bounds on the 41, still a great run back, and the Mules have excellent field position again. The score tied at 7. I thought we had us one there, but not quite. And keeping the ball, this time is Hamilton. He fakes a pitch again and has a first down. He faked that pitch to Black and then reverse spun and goes across the 35 to the 30, and I believe that is a first down. So about 11 yards picked up then by Brian Hamilton. I didn't know how excited to get about that last run, Gerald, because I couldn't tell what they were doing out there. They didn't throw a flag, and yet no one was holding their hands up for a touchdown, so I just had to kind of wait, and sure enough, we stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you, I thought it was a big 6 there for a while.
Okay, there goes a handoff in there to Black. Good hard running, still on his feet, and he picked up about 7, maybe 8, out across the 25 to the 23-yard line. And good blocking over on that left side, Dan. Let's see again, that's Bond and Circle, Atwood, Wood over on that side. Picked up 7. Good first down gain, and so the Mules have it going again on offense if we can keep this drive alive. Second down and 3 to go. The ball on the 24-yard line of the Rangers as the Mules try to get their second touchdown in and retake the lead in this game. There goes a pitch to Black around the right side. He's going to have the first down still on his feet, and he's down to the 15, inside the 15, maybe to the 14-yard line. So 11 more for Black. Good blocking on the right side then. That's Lorenzo Nunez, Juan Nunez, and Joel Salcido. Chris Kendall over on that side. First and 10 to go. The ball placed down just short of the 15. And the Mules have the ball down on the Perryton end of the field now. First and 10 to go. Shotgun formation. Hamilton going to keep the ball, and short gain then, maybe a yard. Fake the ball into Black and then try to keep the ball over the right side. Good defense in by the Rangers, and a pickup of practically nothing then. So it's going to be second and 10 for the Mules. And the ball's still on the 15-yard line. So the Mules back up to the line of scrimmage over on the right hash mark on the Perryton 15. Second down, 10 to go. Kendall in motion. There goes a pitch to Black. Black getting outside. He's going to have some yardage, but we have a penalty, and Black picked up 5 or 6, and then there comes that little yellow flag again. I guess they call that a crackback. I don't know what happened. Looked like a good block in there by Kendall, but obviously not. So that's going to, there are flags everywhere. So I guess the situation is the Mules are getting close to the goal line, and we start getting those flags again. That happened to us last week. We can't afford much of that, Gerald, when we have a good drive like this going.
No, I'll tell you, the Mules were moving it well, and now then, this is a big one too.
Looks like a 15-yard penalty here, so it's going to be, instead of second and 10, it's going to be second and 25. So the Mules are almost forced to put the ball in the air here. And this will be 2 good drives we've had down deep in Perryton territory that have been stalled if we don't get something out of this one. So we're moving receiver out wide to the right side. Hamilton under center this time. Straight back to pass, now over to the right. Little screen pass to the left side, and that didn't go at all. That goes to Juan Carlos Reyes, and he was hit immediately in there, and another big loss for the Mules. And let's see the tackle in there, but number 21's the first one in there for Perryton. He had that one smelled out. Kind of slow developing. Charlie Mann on that tackle. Juan Carlos Nunez caught the ball. Kind of a slow developing play. A little screen over on the left side, and they just killed Juan Carlos in. So it's going to be third down in just about forever now. About 40 it looks like. So a big third down. The Mules probably need to throw it here and then maybe punt the ball and try to pin Perryton deep if we don't come out with something here. Okay, Black back in the backfield. Hamilton, draw play. Black going to have some yardage. He's out across the 40 to the 35, maybe the 34-yard line. It'll be fourth down. And I would think here the Mules might punt the ball. We'll wait and see. Ball's right on the 35. So I'll pick up, about 7 in for Black? 6 for Black. And the draw play, a good call. You usually do that when you have third and forever like that. And we are back to punt the ball. That's going to be Kendall back to punt. And down around the goal line for Perryton, it's going to be number 22, I believe. 21 against Charlie Mann. And the kick, and that may be a good one. That's going out of bounds now. Yep, it's going to be a good one, I think. Let's see where it went out. Down it. Well, we're a lot better off than we were. That's a 12. That's okay. We'll take that. We had the ball on the 30, and we go down to the 12. Another flag down. Oh, I hate to see that get started. That killed us last week. I mean, we had didn't have any trouble winning the game, but we were hoping we got all that out of our system last week, and maybe that's on Perryton. Let's see. Are they calling anything? Maybe that was just a marker they dropped. Was there a flag? Well, they haven't marked anything off against either team. Okay, the ball is on the 12, so maybe that was just a marker, Gerald. I don't know. But we have Perryton pinned deep. This would be a good time for a turnover here. Two receivers out wide to the right side. There's a little swing pass, and it's incomplete. And Perryton's hurt us with that. That was out to number 28. Again, he's caught that pass already tonight. That's Brendan Baker. And Perryton has hurt the Mules a couple of times with that play. That pass just a little low. Baker couldn't handle it. Maybe he should have caught it, but he didn't, and it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 to go. Perryton with the ball on their 12-yard line. 6:20 remaining in the half, and the score is tied at 7. The Mules scored early, easily and quickly, and then have had 2 other drives that they got nothing out of, mainly because of penalties, and Perryton has a 1 long drive. And there's good defense in there that time. That's I think that's number 22, Bonilla, on the tackle. 73, Nunez, Juan Nunez, our leading tackler of the year. Okay, so that's going to be a loss of a yard on that play. Who was back then? Was that Allen? So just as a handoff was made, Nunez in the backfield for the tackle. I believe that was Allen on the carry. And so it's going to be a 3rd down and 11. And the Mules, after that one drive, so far have tightened up their defense since then. But this is the big 3rd down here, and rolling out to the left side, running with the ball, and having a 1st down and more is going to be the quarterback in there, and that's where he's so dangerous. That's Bo Morrell. Picked up the 1st down around the left side, no flags down. And we just couldn't get out there then and make the tackle. I don't know our corners. Oh, did he step out? Okay, it will be 4th down. It looked like a 1st down, but he did step out of bounds, so we had that called on us on the run back by Tyler Wood, and now Bo Morrell steps out of bounds. And he would have had the 1st down, but he picked up 7 on the play, and our ends and corners were kind of boxed in, and it looked like, Gerald, on that play. But it will be 4th down, and we have Tyler Wood back again to receive the punt. And a low snap is pounded down there. We may run this one back. There goes Wood, number 14, fakes. And he's going to be surrounded this time, and he gets out across the 40, though, to the 42. He caught that on about the 38 and went out to the 42. 4 yards picked up. So still good field position for the Mules with 5:27 to go here in this 1st quarter. And I'd like to see a good drive go here without penalties and run some time off the clock and score. Okay, here come the Mules up to the line of scrimmage. 5:27 remaining in the opening quarter. Score tied at 7. Good ball game. Shotgun snap. There goes a handoff. Running room in there for Black. Balances himself. Still on his feet. He's out across the 50, out to the 46, maybe 45-yard line. And that was a good run in, Gerald, by Brady Black. He looked like he'd go down after about a 7-yard gain. He balanced himself on his left hand and then picked up 7 more yards. So a big 1st down, pick up from the 41 out to the 41 on the other end. That's 18 yards picked up there by Brady. And he's adding up some totals already. Has 1,052 yards coming into this game. 1st and 10 for the Mules. And keeping the ball this time is Hamilton. He nearly broke that one. He's down, picked up 8 on the play, out across the Muleshoe 40 to the 39-yard line, maybe the 38. And he is close to another 1st down, likes a couple, likes actually 3, a 7-yard pickup then. But a good fake on the pitch and then the reverse spin. Keeping the ball over the right side was Hamilton, and he didn't lack but about 1 man going all the way then. 2nd and 7 to go for the Mules. Ball on the 38-yard line of Perryton. This is the 3rd time we've had the ball deep in Perryton territory. And we didn't score the first 2 times, so let's see what we can do here. There goes a pitch to Black. Hesitates. No, that wasn't Black then. That was Juan Carlos Reyes, I believe. Let's see. Let's see who that was. 34. Is that one, Carlos? Joel Salcedo. Joel Salcedo then. Number 34, Salcedo back took that pitch. He hesitated and then picked up the first down. And the ball across the 35 to the 33-yard line of Perryton. So the Mules have a new set of downs there on the 33 of Perryton. Clock running, 4:15 remaining in the opening quarter. Score tied at 7. The Mules scored first. Perryton answered. Neither team has been able to get anything on the board since then. 3 men in the backfield this time. Full house. Fake. Nothing going there. Hamilton tried to pitch, fake pitch, and tried to keep the ball over the right side or left side and could not do so. So no gain on that play. That play's worked good at times, and then it didn't. No gain. 2nd and 10 to go. And the Mules don't need to bog down again here. They need to get something out of this. Ball still on the 38-yard line of Perryton. This time we have Wood out to the left side, number 13 out to the right side. There's a snap, a little high, handoff. Goes to Black. Black turns the corner and pushed out of bounds. Picked up maybe a yard on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and long. Clock stopped with 3:24 remaining in this second quarter. Boy, it's been a battle so far. The Mules with the ball down fairly deep in Perryton territory. They had it very deep a couple of times and couldn't convert. And they have a 3rd down, and that was a pickup of 1 in by Brady Black. So we're nearly going to have to put the ball in the air here. Perryton probably will be blitzing. They'll be coming hard. We should be in the shotgun. But we're not. We're going to line up under center. 3 men in the backfield. And there goes a pitch to Black around the right side. He has some running room. He turns still on his feet, and he's close to a 1st down. So the Mules then chose to run the ball around the right side, and a good run by Brady Black. Picked up about 5 extra yards on the play, and it's going to be a 4th down. The Mules will go for it, I'm sure, and they're going to have 4th and 2. So, boy, this is a big play for both teams, for the Perryton defense and the Muleshoe offense. The Perryton Rangers in bright red, white numbers. The Mules in white with black numbers, and the Mules are tied with the Rangers at 7 here with 2:51 remaining in the opening half. 4th down and 2. Let's see who keeps the ball here. Perryton with a 5-man front. Timeout called by the Mules. So Hamilton saw something he didn't like, and he called timeout. Timeout on the field. I believe the Mules have 2 left. Well, Gerald, the Mules have 151 yards on the ground here in the first half, and what, 15-10 and minus 11. About 14. Okay, so they have 14 yards through the air. 100 yards for Brady Black, 43 for Hamilton here in this opening half, and 8 for Salcedo. And the Mules have a 4th and 2 after the timeout. And the big play for both teams here. Wing over on the right side, offset eye. There goes a pitch, and it's going to be a 1st down and more. Straight ahead then. Good hard running in there then. And let's see who that is. Number 22, Danny Bonilla in the ball game. He took that power pitch. Hammer play right up the right side for the Mules, and that was a good play for him then as Bonilla just ducked his head and picked up 6 yards on the play. So the Mules inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Now the Rangers now have a 1st and 10 to go, and we're doing kind of what I hoped we would here, Gerald. We're running the clock out, and maybe we'll score if we score. Score all tied at 7. Mules back up to the line of scrimmage. Black in the backfield. There goes a pitch to Black. It's going to be, I think we were trying a reverse, and we just didn't have the chance to do it then. Black, a big loss on that play. Number 28 again in there. Boy, we've called his name several times, and that's Baker, Brendan Baker. Looked like Black was either faking a reverse or wanted to hand off on the reverse, and he just didn't have a chance in. I mean, Perryton all over him. And it's going to be a loss of 7 on the play. So the ball back to the 25, and it's going to be 2nd down and 17 for the 1st down, 25 for the touchdown. For the Mules with 1:32 and the clock running, 1:30 now. Black in the backfield, Hamilton under center, under Atwood. In motion goes Kendall. Sprint out to the right side, pressure, pass, caught. And it's going to be maybe a first down. Down to the first marker, not the second. A good run in there, and let's see on that catch. That was is that number 2? Okay, Caleb Heinrich. A good run by Heinrich again after catching the ball, but he only really picked up 5 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12. I thought he got to the first marker, but I guess he stepped out of bounds before that. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12. And the ball inside the 20 to the 19. The Mules have been trying the short passes. They have not been able to throw the ball deep. And, of course, right now it'll be hard to do because they're on the 19-yard line, right down on the Perryton goal line almost. And there's a pitch, and we are going for the long. We may have that. It's touchdown. No flags down. That's 19 yards, and that pass in there to number 14, Tyler Wood, and he had a one-on-one out there, number 8 on defense. That's Jeremy Campbell, and Campbell right with him, but a great pass in there then by Brand Hamilton, and a great catch in there by Tyler Wood. He kind of got Campbell turned around, and he just reached up with both hands and caught that one, and the Mules go deep then from 19 yards out, and they score, and they take the lead for the second time tonight, going for 2. Pass. Ooh, we didn't catch it. That may hurt. Hamilton trying to get the ball into the end zone, had a man open, but he had pressure all over him, and we just couldn't handle that one. That's Wood again trying to make that catch, and he had to lean back to the right side and just couldn't make that catch. Our flag's down. Let's see who that's on. Probably on the Mules, it is. So it's 13-7. The Mules go for 2 there, and they don't convert, so that could be costly later on. It would have been great if we'd have made it. Mules have had 3 good drives, 2 they didn't score on, and that one they convert, and they look sharp on that drive even though we missed the extra point.
Yes, the second drive there, we had it down good shape, got the big penalty, and that just kind of broke our back as far as getting it punched on in.
Okay, so the Mules with the lead, and still time for the Rangers. We'll see if they choose to go deep, see if they get a good run back. Alvarado again doing the kicking for the Mules, number 30. Brought up from the JV, has kicked the ball well so far tonight. Perryton's had one very good run back, and then the other one turned into a good run back because of a 15-yard penalty we received at the end of the tackle. So 1-11, Mules up by 6. Tried for the 2-point conversion, did not get it. Short kick this time, going to be picked up around the 25-yard line, and the tackle made on the, it hadn't been made. He may go all the way. We missed the tackle, and they may go. And we tackle them inside the 40 on the 33-yard line. Number 6, man, we had 6 guys down there on him. I don't know how you got out of that, but we didn't tackle him. We didn't wrap up. And Allen Morris, number 12, makes a tackle finally. And number 6, the runner, that's Allen again. Trey Allen, and boy, that one, I thought he was gone after they broke through the huddle there, and he goes all the way down to the 33. So Perryton has plenty of time to score and take the lead here if they can get the extra point. Mules have to suck it up here and play defense. Back to pass, and fake short, goes long. Oh, is that caught? It is caught. I thought we were going to intercept it there. It looked like Juan Carlos would intercept it. No, that's Salcedo. The ball just over his head, and number 21 makes a catch right on the sideline. I didn't even know they had a receiver out there. And he's going to pick up 7 yards on the play and stop the clock as he goes out of bounds. That's Charlie Mann making that catch. So 2nd down and 3 to go the ball inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Now in Muleshoe territory with 54 seconds remaining here in this quarter. I think Perryton has all their timeouts left. And a little draw, it's fumble, the Mules have it back. That was that delayed draw then, as big break for the Mules. Bo Morrell tried to reach back behind him in that backdoor draw, and he didn't get a good handoff in there. That might have gone if they get the handoff. I think the Mules did have some defenders in the area, but the fumble and the Mules get the ball back, and boy, that's a big play there because Perryton, after the long run back by Allen, was right down on the Mule doorstep then. And so the Mules take the ball on the 22 and with 49 seconds to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't just kind of run the clock out here. We'll wait and see. Maybe not. Offset eye this time. Hamilton pitches the ball back to Black. Black straight ahead, and he almost broke that back to the right side. Picked up out across the 25 to the 27. Got back part of that 7 he lost a while ago. Picked up 4 yards on the play. Black had 100 yards, lost 7, went down to 93, and got 4 more there. So he should have 97-plus yards on offense here in this first half. 26 seconds to go, and Muleshoe with the football, just trying to get into the half with the lead. Offset eye, pitch goes to Black. Black straight ahead, and he breaks into the secondary. Oh, he almost broke out across 37-8 to the 40-yard line, and finally tackled hard out of bounds. With 8 seconds to go, the clock stopped. Black went all the way then from the 26 to the 40, so he picked up 14 more yards there. And it's another first down for the Mules. How are the first downs stand, Gerald?
12. For the Mules, 12 to 6.
12 first downs for the Mules, 6 for the Rangers, and that there's a timeout out on the field with 8 seconds remaining. And let's see what the Mules choose to do here. Okay, after the good run by Brady Black, another first down for the Mules, number 12 of the night. And the Mules have the ball on their own 40-yard line with 8 seconds to go, and let's see if they try to throw a long one here or just exactly what they try to do. Offset eye, Hamilton under center. He's going to keep the ball, and he drops the ball, and we fall on it, I think. I hope we did. Flag down. Hamilton kept that ball, faked in there to Black, tried to keep the ball around the right side, and just dropped the ball on the ground. And either he or the pitchback got it, but we got some kind of a penalty there, as there's 1 second remaining here in the first half. What was the penalty? Personal foul against the Rangers, so the Mules have one more play here, and they have the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line of Perryton. So Perryton did something to Hamilton then on the ground, and that cost them 15 yards. So the Mules have a chance to throw one for the end zone here if they choose to do so. 1.1 seconds remaining here in this opening half, and there's timeout again. And you might as well use them. You got them. 1 second to go. Anticipating a long pass here with the Mules. Mules up 13-7. 1.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. Offset eye again. And just a pitch to Black, and Black going straight ahead, and he's going to have a couple, maybe 3 yards to end the half, and the Mules played it safe, which was probably smart. And they go into the halftime, Gerald, with a lead of 13-7. The Mules scored first on the 50-yard run by Brady Black, and then Perryton punched one in, and then the Mules scored again late in the half on the 19-yard pass play from Brian Hamilton to Tyler Wood. Failed on the extra point attempt, and then Perryton with the ball deep in Muleshoe territory, fumbled back to the Mules. The Mules moved the ball all the way down to the 42-yard line in Perryton territory to end the half. And the Mules have moved the ball well here in this first half, and they have a 13-7 lead. Perryton moved the ball on the one drive, and other than that, we played good defense on them. But a nice, beautiful night out on the field for football, and the Mules fans are happy right now with a 13-7 halftime lead against a very fine Perryton team. And Gerald will have you some stats.
The Mules have leading here 14-7 at halftime. 13-7. Mules have really dominated the stats more than the scoreboard. Mules have rushed 26 times for 176 yards. Brady Black having 114 of those yards. 50 of that on his first touch in the ball game, going for a touchdown. Brant Hamilton has 43 yards, and Danny Bonilla has 6, and Sauceda has 13 for 26 rushes, 176 yards, 12 first downs. Passing, we have 6 passes, 5 completions. One of them was for an 11-yard loss, but then the Mules are at a 49-yard positive figure on passing.
19-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, the last pass, a 19-yard pass to Tyler Wood for a touchdown. The penalty-wise, Mules been penalized 4 times for 40 yards. Total yards passing and rushing for the Mules, 225 yards. On the Perryton side, they have rushed 13 times for 45 yards. They passed 5 times for 26 yards. And 71-yard total offensive output against the Mules' 225-yard output so far. Penalty-wise, the Rangers have 3 penalties for 30 yards. One big telling thing on them, they were moving the ball well, fumble the ball, the Mules recover, and probably save the Mules from having to really fight it out to keep them from scoring down close to the goal line. So the one fumble recovery being large for the Mules.
And Gerald, the Mules, even though they've dominated the stats and have had a very good first half, they only lead 13-7. They did miss a 2-point conversion there after the second touchdown. So it's anybody's ball game, and we'll see what adjustments are made by both coaching staffs here at the half and what happens in the second half. Beautiful night for football, and a Muleshoe lead here in this by-district game of 13-7 at halftime. Okay, Gerald, we're ready to get this second half underway. The Mules leading this by-district game against the Perryton Rangers 13-7. The Mules will receive down on the north end of the field to begin the second half. And we have Juan Carlos Reyes back deep and Tyler Wood back deep for the Mules. And number 6 kicking off for Perryton. Okay.
34 and 24.
Okay, and it's 34. Okay, it's Salcedo back. Salcedo back along with Juan Carlos Reyes. That's Joel Salcedo. And Trey Allen, the boy who almost broke that last kickoff return all the way, will do the kicking for Perryton. So after the halftime adjustments, it looks like the wind has died down a little bit. Not a whole lot of wind down there. Still a cold night, but a very nice night for football. Perryton will have what wind there is here in this third quarter as we get things underway. The Mules back on about the 10-yard line waiting for the kickoff. Salcedo now inside that on about the 6 or 7-yard line. And we're ready to go. Here's the ball blew off the tee, so we'll try that again. I was looking over here to the side and I thought, are they going to try an onside kick? But the ball just blew off the tee. So I guess it is, and you can see those flags over there now on the Muleshoe side. They're whipping it up pretty good there. So there is a little bit of wind. That could be a factor, of course, even though I haven't noticed that much on the kicking game on either team. There's a short kick. It's going to be taken up on the 20-yard line there by Jared Flores. Flores is tackled on the 27. He is really hammered in there by Perryton. That's number 26 and a couple of other Perryton Rangers in on that tackler. 26 or 76, hard to see that number. No, it's number 26. That is Austin Terhune head on that tackle for Perryton. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Mules from their own 27-yard line as we begin this third quarter. The Mules up by 6, 13-7. Hamilton under center. Full house backfield this time. There goes the pitch, and Black's going to have 2 or 3 hard-earned yards and really hit in there by the middle of the Perryton defensive line. Black spun away from one tackle and then picked up a couple more yards, but actually only had a 2-yard pickup on the play. Closer to 1 now, Gerald says, so it's going to be second, and they call it 9. So a 1-yard pickup, so good defense there by the Rangers. And we have had some good runs up the middle, but many times Perryton has stopped us there. We've probably had more success outside, even though we're stopping that toward the end of the half. Okay, there goes Black, and boy, he has really hit as he picks up another hard-earned yard. And let's see, that tackler is number 64 there for Perryton. And 64 is Tyler Dunn. And Perryton coming out all fired up here in the second half. And about a 2-yard pickup then. Let's call it 3rd and 7 for the Mules. Mules would like to grind something out, run some time off the clock, and get some more points on the board, but they may be forced to put the ball in the air here. There's Heinrich out wide to the left side, Wood to the right. And back to pass, and there's a man. We're open out there. We're open. If we catch it, and we got it. We got behind them then and made a good pickup for a first down. That's Joel Salcedo on the catch. He goes from the 27, I believe, out to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. So that'd be 23, 33, and 7 is 44 yards on the play. So a big third down completion, and Salcedo did get behind the Perryton secondary then, and Hamilton faked like he was going to run into the line and backed up and made a good pass in there to Salcedo. Good catch. This time Hamilton does the same thing except keeps the football and makes a good pickup over the right side. He goes down close to the 36-yard line, about a 5-yard pickup. Good gain on first down. And the Mules have a 2nd and 5 here on the Perryton 36. And boy, would it be big if we could get something out of this. Perryton very fired up when they came out, and the pass taking a little bit of that fire away. Wing over on the left side. Black, the running back, and he is tackled immediately. Is that Black in there? Let's see. Yeah, Black was tackled immediately and had no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. Give him a yard on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. And the Mules may be in 4-down territory here if they need to use both downs. And Black really keyed this half so far by the Rangers. He had 114 yards in the first half, and he's had 5 or 6 tough yards here in the second half. Wing on the right side. There goes a pitch to Black, a hammer play. This time he breaks loose. He's going to score this time. They will not stop him into the end zone. No flags that I see. No flags down, and Black then took that pitch on the hammer play, as the Mules call it, and he broke a couple of tackles and goes, 35 yards? 35 more yards. And Perryton stopped him a couple of times, 3 times actually here in this half, and he goes 35 yards up the middle, and the Mules will go for 2 here, I'm sure, as they missed the extra point a while ago on the 2-point try, and I'm sure they'll go for 2 here again. And the Mules up by 2 scores any way you look at it now, 19-7. And boy, a big drive that was, Gerald. And there goes Black. He's in there. He took the direct snap back and just bulled his way into the end zone, and the Mules lead 21-7, and that was big. The Mules then had a 3rd and long, hit the pass to Salcedo as Hamilton faked into the line and backed up and drilled the ball into Salcedo. He's 6 out of 7 tonight for how many yards, Gerald?
Well, it'll be 37 on to the, let me see right here. Yeah.
Okay, 6 out of 7 for 86 yards, 1 touchdown for Hamilton. He's throwing the ball better than I've seen him in several games now, and good catching there by Salcedo. And then Black goes right up the middle on that hammer play for 36 yards and another touchdown. And what's his yardage now?
153.
153 yards on 19 carries for Brady Black. And Black then carried the ball in for the 2-point conversion, and we missed a 2-point conversion a while ago, but we got it back then, so it'll take 2 scores for Perryton to go ahead of us now, and the Mules lead 21-7 and playing very well now. The only mistakes really the Mules have made tonight, they've picked up some penalties down close to the goal line on a couple of drives, and almost let Perryton run 1 kickoff back, but overall the Mules have played very well. The defense has had that 1 lapse against the Perryton offense, and the Perryton offense is very good. Perryton's drive for the touchdown, but other than that, the Muleshoe defense played very well, and we'll kick off here. It's going to be Eddie Alvarado, number 30, kicking off again, and we've got to watch this because that Trey Allen gets the ball every time, and he is tough to bring down. Let's see who gets it this time. I think it's going to be Allen again. Let's see. No, it's 81 this time. He has some running room outside, 21. He's still on his feet out across the 40 to the 41, and the Mules again having trouble covering on the outside. Number 41 or 21, Charlie Mann then got outside the Mules, and the kick went about the 18-yard line. Then Mann gets outside the Muleshoe defense and gives Perryton very good field position on their own 41. So the Mules have to dig in on defense from that point. 9:03 remaining in the third quarter, with the Mules leading in this bi-district game against the Perryton Rangers 21-7. Mules with the 5-man front. There's a little pass called out there faked into the line, little play action, first down. There's a good catch out there, good pass and a good catch. And the catch in by number 88 for Perryton. That is, I think, one of the big, Brett Watson. He's the big 6'5" boy, and he made a good catch on that pass. Good pass in there by Bo Morrell. Play action pass, and it's a first down for Perryton all the way into Muleshoe territory at the Muleshoe 45-yard line. Perryton on the move again after the Muleshoe touchdown to begin the third quarter. There goes a handoff straight ahead for a couple, maybe three. Good defense over on that left side by the Muleshoe defensive line then. Number 52 on the tackle, number 73. 73 is Nunez, and 52 is Rigo Mendoza. So it's a 2-yard pickup on the running play for Perryton. 2nd down and 8 to go. The ball on the Muleshoe 43-yard line. Perryton trying to answer the Muleshoe touchdown that the Mules picked up on the opening drive here in the third quarter. Morrell in at quarterback. He's going to hand off, and good defense that time. Let's see who's over there. That's going to be 73, Nunez again. Juan Nunez got over there and made that tackle as Perryton tried a little misdirection on that play, and they're going to lose on that. They're going to lose about 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 11 to go. And the ball back on the 47-yard line now of Muleshoe, as Perryton probably will come up with a pass play here. They have, 5 out of 6 through the air. 1 drop and 5 completions, so I would imagine they'll throw the ball here. Back to pass, straight drop back, pressure, pass made, and great defensive play out there by number 24, Juan Carlos Reyes. That looked like then that would be a completion for at least a first down and possibly a touchdown out there to big number 28. He's standing out there all by himself, and Juan Carlos comes out of nowhere and bats that ball down. So a great defensive play by number 24, Juan Carlos Reyes. And unless Perryton fakes it here, Gerald, they're going to have to punt the ball away to Tyler Wood, and Tyler back around the 10-yard line. Is that the same kicker? What's his name? Oh, a bad snap in there, and let's see, and a good kick, though. Number 28. And they go, a break for the Mules right there. Okay, number 28 then. Number 28 took that bad snap and fell down. He was on the ground. His knee was on the ground. He kicked the ball, got a good kick down around the Muleshoe end zone, but he was called down. A good call by the umpires or the referees. Yeah, he sat down, and then he got up and kicked it. So a great break there for the Mules. They have the ball on the Perryton 42-yard line. They would have had it down around the goal line, Gerald, and instead we have it on Perryton's 42. So, boy, we've got to make something out of this. Tyler Wood out wide to the left side. Hamilton under center. He's been under center much of the time tonight. There goes that power play to Black again. He almost broke another one. He's down to the 30, inside the 30 to the 29. And, boy, he was running hard then. As the Mules go from the 42 to the 29, that's 13 more yards for Brady Black. And that gets him up around the 165 mark. And it's 1st and 10 to go. Ball on the 35-yard line of the Rangers. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mules. Offset I. Hamilton under center. Atwood at center. Pitch to Black again, this time a yard or two. The sledding was tough then as Black tried the right side and picked up about, looks like about a yard on the play. So it's 2nd down and 9. The ball on the 29-yard line of the Rangers. The Mules with the football after the great break when Perryton tried to punt the ball away and fell down or sat down and then punted the ball away, but they were called down back on the Muleshoe 42, which gave the Mules about 50 yards there and plus yardage. And now the Mules trying to get something going on this drive with a 2nd and 9 on the 29 of Perryton. And Hamilton almost found a hole there, but not quite. He faked the pitch and reversed, spun again, and was caught after about a yard or two pick up. He didn't like much finding a lot of green there, Gerald, but he didn't do it. So it's 2nd down, call it 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8 to go for the Mules. Ball on the 28-yard line now of Perryton. These last 2 yards have been very tough for the Mules. And Perryton just nearly has to stop the Mules here. Ball on the 28, 3rd down to go. Hamilton back in the shotgun this time, has an I formation over there. And he's going to fake, throws just as he got hit, and the pass incomplete. Good pressure then by number 28. He's played quite a game for Perryton tonight. And number Brendan Baker. We've called his name a lot for the Rangers tonight, so it's going to be a 4th down. Ball on the 28, and the Mules will probably go for it here. Let's see. Maybe they'll try to punch it out on the... Yeah, they're going to try to punch it out. That's not a bad philosophy there. They're going to punt the ball from the 28-yard line of Perryton, and if they can keep the ball out of the end zone. And Kendall kicks the ball, and it's going to go in the end zone, I'm afraid. Yeah, it did. Or did it? No, it goes out on the 2, I think. Let's see. And quite a kick. I thought then Gerald that had gone over the line, but it hit and took a sideways bounce and the ball on the 2-yard line. So a very smart decision there by the coaches. I like that all the way, I'll have to say. I thought it was going out of bounds, but it over the end zone line, but it didn't. So the ball on the 2-yard line in Perryton. If they make a mistake here, the Mules could really be in business, and we have them 98 yards away from their goal line. So the Mules need to watch for some kind of a trick play or something here to get Perryton out in a hurry. And the quarterback's going to keep the ball, and he got him out of there. He almost broke it. He goes around the left side, gets a 1st down, and finally goes out of bounds on about the 15. So that got Perryton out of a hole in a hurry, and we just didn't have anyone over there then. And about 1 or 2 more steps, and they might have gone on that play. So it's a 1st down for Perryton now. The ball on the 15. 5:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Mules up by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. Nice play by Perryton as Morrell picked up a 1st down on that last play. Merrill. And he keeps the ball here and almost broke it back inside. He'll have 2 or 3 yards. And Perryton cutting against the grain then and nearly picking up some yardage as they had Muleshoe over pursuing somewhat. Looked like Nunez on that tackle and maybe 59 also on the tackle. That's Atwood, Corey Atwood. He's out on defense now. And Flores also helping out. So 2nd and 5, a 5-yard pickup on that last play. Ball out to the Perryton 20-yard line with the clock running here in the 3rd quarter. And the trap, and a good long run. Perryton may be gone. And they're knocked out of bounds out across midfield on the 45-yard line. So a trap play almost caught the Mules unaware, and they finally knocked Perryton out of bounds from their own 20 down to the 45-yard line, I believe. Is there a flag down? Yeah, there is a flag, Gerald. I didn't see that. Let's see what this is. They didn't call that back? What was the flag? I missed it. Okay, so Perryton goes all the way from their 20 on that trap play. Kind of like a reverse, go all the way down to the Muleshoe 46, and Perryton moving the ball again. They haven't moved the ball except that one time on the Muleshoe defense, but they are moving it again here this time. 1st and 10 on the Muleshoe 46. Back to pass, man open in there, complete, and the tackle made out there, the pass to number 88. And let's see, I believe Black made the tackle. Gonna be a little short of the 1st down. Let's see, 88 for them is Brett Watson. Good catch in there, but Watson, he was open in the middle. Picked up 9 on the play. So it's 2nd down and 1 to go for Perryton as they come right back. 4:02 remaining, clock running here in the 3rd quarter. Mules up by a couple of touchdowns. They scored in the 2-point conversion here to begin this half. But now Perryton coming right back, starting from their own 2-yard line. And not much in. Good defense by the middle of the Muleshoe defensive line. It's going to be 3rd down. That's Nunez and number 63 also in on that tackle. Let's see, that's 60 Jordan Bonds in there. So no gain on the play, maybe a half-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. And of course Perryton, if they don't make it this time, will go for it on 4th down. But I wouldn't be surprised if that quarterback doesn't keep the ball this time and go around the end. And he's going to try a reverse play, reverse pass. Oh, they score if they catch it. They score if they catch it. And they didn't catch it. A reverse pass, and Perryton was so open then. Gerald, they were about 15 yards behind us. No one out there, and the pass kind of hung up in the air and floated, and the receiver, would-be receiver, just couldn't get to it. Couldn't quite get there. I was hoping that maybe that would happen because there's no other way. All he's got to do is catch the ball. He just couldn't get to it. And the would-be receiver is number 28. That's Baker. He's done a lot tonight for Perryton. So it's 4th down, and of course Perryton will go for it here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Clock stopped on the incompleted pass. 3:02 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Here goes the quarterback, and he didn't make it. He made on the second effort, not quite. He almost broke a tackle. We had 3 men back there, and he almost broke it and just didn't quite make it. He's going to be about 4th and 1. Or 4th and 2, and then he made 1 yard in, so the Mules hold. And Gerald, we were living right then.
Yeah. Well, we really were. It looked like for a minute he's going to lunge for the 1st down.
And what about the touchdown?
Yeah.
They just overthrew that pass, so they tried to trick play, and it didn't work. It could have worked, but it didn't. So the Mules come out of that with 2:56 remaining in the 3rd quarter, still leading 21-7 with the ball on their own about 42-yard line. And Hamilton kept the ball and nearly fumbled it. No gain on the play. Had trouble getting that ball out of Black's stomach then and stumbled forward, and no gain on the play. 2nd down. The ball on the 37-yard line down in Muleshoe territory, and it sure would be nice to get a couple of 2 or 3 first downs here. Run some time off with 2.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Now we're looking at that clock with a lead and wanting to run some time off. Okay, back to pass. Man open, caught it. And we're caught from behind, and number 3 caught that, and he's all the way down to the 25-yard line. We got behind Perryton in, and that was Rudy Gonzalez. Rudy made a good catch behind Perryton. They caught him from behind, but not before he moves the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. We went from, the 27 to the 26. That'd be 23, 33, about 41. So another big play there by Hamilton as he completes one. That's 7 out of 9 for Brand Hamilton tonight, and the Mules again are threatening. They have the ball down on the Perryton 26-yard line. Shotgun formation. Hamilton keeps the ball still on his feet. He's all the way inside the 10 to the 8. No flags down, and Hamilton ran hard then over the right side. Faked to Black, kept the ball over the right side, lowered his head, and goes all the way down to the 9-yard line. So another 1st down. And if the Mules can get in here, somehow we went from I think he's on the 31 to the 9. So a big 1st and goal here for the Mules. The ball on the 9-yard line of Perryton. The Mules up by 21-7. There goes a pitch back to Black. No, it's Salcedo, and he picked a yard or 2 up. Went across the 10 to the 7. Mules started on the 9 here, so it's 2nd down and goal to go from the 7 yards to the 8-yard line. Wood out wide to the right side. There goes a pitch to Black. Black inside the 5 to the 3. So 2 more plays to get the ball inside from the 3. Black took the pitch, cut back, crossed the 5, and went to the. Now they're putting it on the between the 3 and the 4-yard line. So it's goal to go with about 3.5 yards to go for the Mules to get this one into the end zone. Perryton's loaded that front line up now. There goes the pitch back to Black. Black hit hard. He's short of the goal line. It's going to be 4th down. Go wide or what to do, and there's timeout on the field. A very important timeout for both teams. Oh, that is a quarter. It's not timeout. It is a quarter. Quick 3rd quarter. The Mules successful with an 8-0 lead over Perryton in the 3rd quarter, and a 21-7 lead with the ball on the Perryton 2-yard line, 4th down and goal to go when we begin the 4th quarter. Hey, we have the win. That's a good call. Let's see if we can get it. And we got that, I believe. Let's see. We got it. Is that, who kicked that, number 10? Was that Hamilton? Brett Hamilton just kicked a field goal, and we haven't done that all year, and it kind of surprised me, and a pleasant surprise, because that puts us up 3 scores there. We're up 24-7, and so Perryton's got to score 3 times now to beat us. And a big play that was, a good kick by Hamilton, as he just put it right through there from the 2-yard line, about a 20-yard field goal, and the Mules now lead 24-7. They'll kick off with 11:56 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Mules up by 3 scores. And Eli Villa kicking the ball. He has all year, but it looked like I got mixed up on who kicked it, but a good job of Villa. He's the one that kicked that ball, so let's give him credit. And now we've got to worry about Allen breaking a long one here as the Mules get ready to kick off with just under 12 minutes here in this final quarter. So Villa with a kick, and the Mules up with a lead of 24-7, and the kick is going to be returned. It's going to be taken back there, and pretty good defense. And number 81 took that, and number 42, 35 on the tackle. 35 is Garrett Riley out there on that tackle. Garrett Riley, and number 42, Sammy Regalado. We call his name a lot on the kickoffs as a tackler, and number 81 carrying that one back then for Perryton was Taylor Manrose. So it's 1st and 10 for the Perryton Rangers on their own 30-yard line. Mules did a good job of covering then. There goes a pitch back to number 20 trying to get outside, and he did. And he has 8 yards before he's knocked out of bounds over there. And let's see, that's Black making the tackle, Brady Black. And we have someone, no, thought we had someone down, but he's okay. That's number 55 out there for the Mules, and we don't need him down, playing a good game for us. That's Circle. So an 8-yard pickup on that sweep, and Perryton got outside us for a few yards in. It's 2nd down and 2, and they stop the clock as they go out of bounds. So there's still 11:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Mules up 24-7, but a lot of time left to play. 2nd down and 2. There goes the pitch, and this time the Mules covering it better, and a good job in there by, is that Nunez again? Number 73, I believe. No, it's number 7. Okay, that's Jared Flores making that tackle. A good job there by Jared as he forced that play, and a loss of 3 yards on the play. So a 3rd and 5 now for Perryton. So they're successful going around the right side and not going around the left side on this series. 3rd down and 5.5 to go for Perryton. Let's see if they put the ball in air here. Clock running, 11:08. Last quarter, the Mules up by 24-7. And there goes a handoff, and boy, a good hit over there on the side, and that's again Manoon, 34, okay. That's Salcedo, Joel Salcedo, and he did hammer the ball carrier then. And a loss of 1, so it's 4th down and, well, actually no gain. 4th down and 5 to go, and Perryton should punt here unless this is some kind of a fake, so we need to be ready for that here. Late in the game, Perryton may try that with 10:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Perryton back to pass. We have Tyler Wood back deep on his 37-yard line. And a low snap again, and a good kick, very good kick. And Tyler just gets out of the way and lets it go. Probably a smart move. The ball rolls down, takes a Perryton roll, still rolling down to the 23-yard line. But that's okay. The Mules have the ball back. Now they need to run some time off the clock. 10:12 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Mules up 24-7. Our own 23, good punt into the wind there by Perryton. And the Mules wisely got out of the way of that one. It took a Perryton bounce, but the Mules didn't take a chance of fumbling and giving Perryton an easy score. One back in the backfield. Black with the football, picked up a couple, maybe 3. Back over that left side. Both sides have blocked very well for the Mules tonight. That's Bond and Circle and Wood on the left side. Atwood at center. Nunez, Juan Nunez and Lorenzo Nunez and Joel Salcedo over on the right side for the Mules. So a pickup of 3. Now they're giving him 4 on the scoreboard clock. 4 for Black, so 2nd down and a long 6. There's an offset eye look, and Hamilton keeping the ball, has a couple. It's going to be third down. Mules would like to at least get a couple of first downs out of this series and run some time off. We're down to just under 9.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter with a third down and 4. A 2-yard pickup then for Brand Hamilton. The Mules, of course, want to be as conservative as they can with the lead they have, because they certainly do not want to give an easy one to Perryton. Running as much time off the clock as they can. We're down inside 9 minutes now with a third down and 4. Hamilton takes the ball and keeps the ball around the right side. I think he's going to be just short. He's close to the first down, but I don't believe he made it. He faked the pitch on the option on the left side, kept the ball. He did get it. He got it. So a big first down for the Mules. From where I was at, I thought he was just a little short, but not so. And a first down for the Mules. A big one it was, as Hamilton faked the pitch and then lowered his head and took the ball just across the yard marker for the first down. And he's out to the Muleshoe 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 with the clock running, 8:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And back to passes. Hamilton, he was going for it all right there, and he has it, and there goes number... That's Hamilton. Hamilton caught it, and okay, and let's see here. Who passed it? Who threw it? Okay. Hamilton set up and caught that pass. He got behind everyone, and he goes, Garrett Riley. Okay, Riley up in the JV. They snuck Garrett Riley in at quarterback, and he fired one out there, and Hamilton got out there and caught it, and he's inside the 20 all the way down to the 17-yard line. Of course, Garrett Riley has a shotgun for an arm, played on the JV this year. He's a freshman. And he fired that ball down the field, and it was caught down there by Hamilton. And Hamilton, of course, with the first down. And there's Hamilton back at quarterback and goes back to Black again. He has a yard or two. Tough ones across the 15, maybe to the 14. That was quite a play there. That surprised everyone. And then we got Hamilton out on the receiving end, and Riley fired that ball out there. How many yards was that?
I gave him 47 yards.
47 yards, Gerald says. So first down, the ball on the 15, 2 yards picked up by Black on that last play, so it's second down and 8 to go. 7:30 and counting now here in this ball game in the fourth quarter. The Mules up by 24-7. And there is a mistake, a mix-up, and I think we fumbled it and got it back maybe. Let's see, yeah, third down. Looks like Hamilton and Black ran together then, and Hamilton knocked to the ground. The ball squirted out, but we got it back. So lucky there, and we actually made some yardage on the play. Gerald, we picked up about 3 yards on the play. I don't know who we give that to. Whoever recovered it. Black. Oh, Black had it. Okay. They bumped. Okay, got the handoff. I thought we dropped it. I couldn't tell, but it's third down and a little over, about 5.5 for the first down. So 3 more for Black. Hamilton under center. Going to pitch back to Black again. The workhorse going again and hit hard and crosses a 10. It's going to be fourth down. 2 more yards there for Brady Black. How many carries does he have now, Gerald?
26. 26 for 180 yards.
26 carries, 180 yards for Brady Black. Of course, he had 50 on the opening drive the first time he touched the football, went all the way for a touchdown, and he's again getting up in that 180-yard mark. He has had 184 yards in each of the last 2 games. And now the Mules face a 4th and 3 with the ball on the 10-yard line. Okay, Hamilton looks, fires into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Oh, I thought we might have that one, and a flag down. So Tyler Wood, we may get something out of that yet. It looked like Wood might have that, and he was interfered with, kind of a late flag, and so that's going to be a break for the Mules, and that'll be an automatic first down. Let's see where they put the football. Well, the official's talking it over. Let's see what happens here. Okay, pass interference against the Perryton Rangers, so it's going to be a first down with the ball on the, what's that put it on, about the 2?
I think so.
Ball on the 2, so boy, if we can get this one in here with 5:56 to go, it's going to be extremely hard for Perryton to come back. And any way you look at it, we're running time off the clock, and we have the ball deep in Perryton territory, and we have a first and goal from the 2-yard line. So there's Hamilton in at quarterback. Mules have played very well so far tonight. And the pitch goes to Bonilla, and he's close. I don't think he made it, but he bucked his head up and tried to get in, and like just a little. That's okay. We're second down and goal from about the half-yard line. Clock's still running. Tell you what, Gerald, I'll have to say this too. The coaches have really made some nice decisions tonight, and most of them have worked out.
Yes, they have. The Mules have this game well in hand. If we can just, with 5 minutes, 25 seconds left, just need to get this punched in, and Mules looking real good.
Okay, second down and goal from the half-yard line. Muleshoe and the tough Perryton Rangers, and there goes Hamilton into the end zone, and he's in there for the touchdown, and that puts the Mules up 30-7 with 5:08 remaining. And this game right here is well in hand for the Mules. They'll probably try to kick the extra point here, I would think. I still think one of the biggest plays of the night was when we kicked that field goal down on 4th and 2 to start this quarter. And we'll, number 20, Eli Villa. I tried not to give him credit a while ago after kicking that field goal, but he definitely needs credit for that. And here he is trying for the extra point, and I don't know whether he got this and didn't make it. Didn't make it. He got under it a little too much. Good pressure there by Perryton, but that's okay. The Mules have a 30-7 lead, and Perryton with 5:08 to go really has their work cut out for them. And win this ball game, we'll play the winner of Greenwood and Snyder. Snyder 8-2, Greenwood 5-5, and I believe they'll play tomorrow. Mules back out to kick off again. And it'll be Eddie Alvarado, who's done the kicking tonight for the Mules with 5:08 remaining. The Mules with a 30-7 lead over Perryton. And probably the Mules may have played their best game of the year tonight. Of course, this is a good time to do that when you get into playoffs. I don't know about you, but I was really worried about Perryton. They almost defeated Canyon, had them down 10-0, and then finally fell 14-10 last week. And of course, Canyon undefeated.
Right, and early in the year, Perryton rated #1 in the state for a while in 3A until they lost to Canadian. Then they, I think, got down to us all 7th or 8th in the ratings or something until Canyon took them out last week. So, they've been a well-respected team.
And a fine ball team, and there's a little Texas handoff in there, and that may go ways. And the Mules are going to tackle him on about the 40. That's an old Texas handoff right there. And finally ends up in the hands of number 2 for Perryton, the quarterback, Bo Morel. And Bo, a fine player, made it, take it out to, Bo Merrill took it all the way out to the 41-yard line of Perryton. So a good run back. Perryton's had good run backs all night tonight. They tried that old Statue of Liberty, Texas thing there, and it picked them up about 20 yards. So with 5 minutes even in the fourth quarter on the clock, Perryton with the football. They've nearly got to put it in the air here. And there's going to be a halfback pass, and that's going to be Bear. Bear still dragging him. He picked up 10 yards after he was hit. That's let's see, that's Bear. What's his last name? 33. Bear Knox. Bear took the pitch back there from Merrill. He's going to throw the ball, no one open. He wanted to go deep, so he just lowered his head and picked up 10 yards. He was going to lose 5 yards and picked up 5. Well, he picked up 10 more than he should have. I'll put it that way. He did pick up 5. You're right. And there goes a quarterback wide open. Merrill across midfield, across the 40. And he's still on his feet. He may score this time. And he's finally tackled down inside the 20. Boy, we just had everyone back then, and we just left the field open for Merrill. And he goes all the way from, what, the 46-yard line all the way down inside the 20 of Muleshoe. So Perryton doing what we didn't want them to do. They're about to get a quick one here, trailing 30-7. Clock running, 4:06. Clock stopped right now while they're setting the change. Now it's running. Going to go inside 4 minutes this time on this snap. 1st and 10 on the Muleshoe 18-yard line. Bo Merrill, quarterback under center. Has receivers out wide to both sides. Looks, fires, and it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 3:50 remaining here in this 4th and final quarter of the bi-district game here at Dick Bevins Stadium. And you know, Gerald, the Mules have always played well here. Something about this stadium.
Well, it's a nice stadium to play in, I'll tell you. And it's nice here in the press box, too, isn't it, Ronnie?
It sure is, and they feed you well, too. You know, everyone was talking about Perryton, how good they were, and they are. But I guess the Mules didn't come in on a stack of wood, huh?
Right, you got it.
And they scored that time. And they fumbled. Let's see if we got it. Oh, it's a touchdown. Here's across the line, so a little flat pass, and Perryton takes it in. With 3:42 remaining here in the 4th quarter, Perryton trying to come back, and they trail 30-13 here. And they'll probably go for the kick this time, and then the onside, try to make it 30-14. Then they'd have to score twice and go for 2 both times if they can do that. But, well, they went down to hurry and scored in. We got in that prevent, and they just marched it right down the field and stuck it in the end zone. We probably missed a tackle or two, but that's a good job there by Perryton. And they'll try to kick this one in and cut the gap to 30-14. And they missed. They missed, and that now they still have to score 3 times. Boy, that was big, Gerald.
Real big. Mules here with 30-13 lead. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game.
And the Mules right now, before Perryton can do anything, they've got to stop the Mules. And, of course, I'm sure they'll onside it here. But they have not been able to stop the Muleshoe offense. And even if they do, the Mules should be able to run some time off. And, boy, that was so big right there on missing that extra point, because if Perryton scores twice, and they could have gone for the 2-point conversion both times and tied this up, and now they can't do that. They have to have 3 scores. 30-13, Muleshoe, 3:42 remaining in the 4th quarter, and Perryton will kick off. Girl, the Perryton Rangers have never lost to Muleshoe during the regular season, 14-0. And if the Mules hold on to this lead, they've never lost to Perryton in the playoffs. And there's an onside kick, and the Mules have it, and have the ball on the 38 or 9-yard line. That's number 35. Garrett Riley caught that in the air. Good job of Garrett, who also threw that long pass before Muleshoe's last touchdown. He threw it to Brian Hamilton, quarterback to quarterback. But the Mules could be 3-0 in playoffs against Perryton, and we'll take that, I guess, over regular season anytime. And the Mules with a 1st and 10, 3:40 remaining here in the 4th quarter. And I'm sure the Mules will try to hammer out some yardage here and run some time off the clock. And Perryton really going to stack that line now, because they know what the Mules will do and what the Mules are trying to do. And there goes a handoff, not anything there, but a little time. Number 11, Cadell, in at quarterback now, and he just handed off straight ahead. And let's see, the running back was, it's not Black, who is in there? Logan Cadell, the quarterback then, and timeout on the field. And it's a yard pickup on that last play. 2nd and 9 to go for the 1st down, 3:35 remaining. Perryton started using their timeouts now as they're running out of time. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9 to go. The Mules want to run as much time off as they can off the clock here before they have to punt, if they do have to punt. And then not let Perryton score in a hurry. So we're within the last 4 minutes in this ball game. The Mules have played very well, and they lead Perryton 30-13. Yeah. And Cadell makes a pitch that goes to number 7. Number 7, pretty good run in there, and that's Jared Flores still fighting, and he gets out close to the 50, to the 48. He picked up 2 or 3 yards on the play. That's Jared Flores, number 7. And Perryton, of course, trying to tackle the football now. Flores fighting for more yardage, and he picked up, I think we'll call it 3. I think they haven't set things yet. No, there's a flag down. That'll stop the clock. I didn't see that. That's a big one right there, holding. So holding on someone on the right side of the Mules, and that'll stop the clock. 3:22, and it's going to be second down again, but it's going to be 2nd and 20 now. 19, call it. Good run there by Jared Flores, and I didn't see the penalty until later, but holding on the Mules. And another timeout by someone. Gerald, they're down to 1 timeout. I'm not sure. We may have called that other one, but I'm pretty sure Perryton then, I think they have 1 timeout left. Mules have a long 2nd down and 20 to go, and they can't. I wouldn't think we can afford to pass the ball here and take a chance on an interception. So we'll probably just try to run a little time off the clock, and we've run only about 10 seconds off here on this series. Logan Cadell in at quarterback. And he is going to throw the ball. Oh, that's Riley back there. Oh, and that may be a penalty there if they throw it. No, they tackled their receiver, and that was Riley in there then, and he had a man out there, good pass, and looked like we might have got tackled a little early, but I guess not. So that'll stop the clock again, 3:09, and it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Cadell back in the ball game now, and I would think the Mules will just run this and then punt the ball and run off as much time as they can before they punt it. Mules have this one safely in hand now, but there's still 3:09 remaining, and with 3rd down going, we'll see what happens. Cadell back in the shotgun. Takes a snap. And that didn't go there. A little draw play, and Perryton right there, so it's going to be 4th down. And timeout called. Who called timeout then? Timeout Perryton. 3:04.
Clock stops on the change.
Well, they haven't. That was 3rd down though. 4th now. They'll punt now. They haven't changed yet. I think Perryton called timeout. Okay. Yeah, Perryton called timeout.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, it's 4th down, and what the Mules don't need here is to get this one blocked or run all the way back. Perryton waiting to receive. They tried to block it. Good kick. And the ball goes back to the 25-yard line, blocking right there. That's a flag right there. They didn't call it. And they may run this one back. Out of bounds. They had a clip right down there, blocked us in the back, right down in front of an official down there where the ball carrier caught the ball, and they just didn't call that one. Or did they throw the flag? Well, there's a flag on the far side. I mean, it definitely was blocking the back. And on the far side, they called it. I didn't think they called it, but they did. But there's no doubt what happened. Even up here, we can see that, yeah. Right in front of the ball carrier and the official, that happened. So that'll move Perryton back. They had it on about the midfield stripe, and they've got it now back on their own 20. So a big penalty, and Perryton definitely did that. And with 2:49 remaining in the 4th quarter, it'll be Perryton's ball, trailing 30-13 with the ball on their own 20. And I'm sure the Mules will get in some kind of a prevent-type defense here and try to make Perryton use up some time and not go for the bomb. And that's what they're going for. They're putting the ball out there, and it's almost caught. Almost a great catch by number 6. No flag. Good defense in there then by Black. Was that Black? Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood, number 14. And the Mules had 4 men back there then, but it's dangerous as Perryton is after they catch the ball. We've been having some trouble tackling them, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Perryton really wanted the flag on that play, but I thought it was a good defense there by Tyler Wood. So the Mules barring a miracle here, should be able to continue their football season and play either Greenwood or Snyder next week somewhere. And the pass is complete, and the tackle is made. It should be a first down. Number 28 on the catch, and on the tackle, it's going to be Jared Flores, number 7. 28, we've called his name a bunch tonight, Gerald. That's Baker, Brendan Baker. Back to pass again. A little pressure this time, and this time we're going to tackle the quarterback. He picked up 2 or 3, but we kept him in bounds, and we kept the clock running. Circle on the tackle. 2:19:52 on the tackle. That'd be Rigo Mendoza. And a pickup of 3 on the play. The clock is running. I think Perryton's out of timeouts. We're down to 2:12 here in the ball game in the 4th quarter. And this time, quarterback keeping it, trying to get the first down. Didn't quite make it. He just tucked the ball in and ran straight ahead, and he's tackled in there by number 51, Shelburne, number 22, I forget my name sometimes, Danny Bonilla. So Bonilla and Shelburne on the tackle. Be a 3rd down pass, dropped. Incomplete over on the side, defended over there by Jared Flores. It's going to be 4th down, Perryton's last shot at it here, 4th and 3, with the ball on the Perryton 38-yard line, 1:42 remaining in this ball game, and this is Perryton's last gasp at trying to get down the field and score. Should be. And they're also out of timeouts. So the clock stopped on the incompleted pass, 1:42 remaining. And the quarterback, Bo Morrell, keeps the ball, and he's not even, I don't believe he's going to have it. He's close. He may have gotten it on the 2nd effort. Morrell, a good runner. He, 2nd effort, may have gotten him that first down there. Yeah, it is a first down. I didn't think he had it then, and he just lunged forward and made the first down. So Perryton hangs on to the football, 1:34. When they get the marker set, they'll start the clock. Perryton already has their offense set. Now the clock is running. And back to pass is Merrill. Pulls the ball down, and he's tackled for a loss. Everyone covered in. Good defense by the Mules. 51 Shelburne in on that tackle, and Bonilla again. Danny Bonilla, number 22. A 5-yard, 6-yard, 7-yard loss on the play as Merrill goes down. And the clock now just about to go inside a minute as Perryton sets up their offense. 2nd down and 17. Merrill back to pass. Pressure on him. Fires. And is it complete? Yeah. It is complete. It was not a first. It was not. They picked up about 3 or 4 yards on the play, actually. But the clock is running inside a minute now. Trey Allen caught that, picked up 3 yards on the play. Went down immediately. Merrill fires, has another completion, but they may have gotten out of bounds in. It's going to be 4th down and about 11 any way you look at it. And another good athlete for Perryton. We've called his name a lot. That's Brendan Baker. Picked up 2 yards on the play, and the clock running. He didn't get out of bounds. So Perryton, well, they're out of timeouts, and they're probably going for the bomb here. They're back, have pressure on them, and the quarterback running with it is going to go out of bounds and didn't make the first down. If he had stayed in bounds, I think he would have made the first down then, Gerald, but he chose to run out of bounds, and that will end it for Perryton, I believe, with 11.9 seconds to go. Of course, it was academic anyway, but the Mules will take over, and they just have to take a knee here, and they'll have a big 30-13 victory. And Gerald, I didn't know what to think about Perryton when we came in here. I knew they had a very good team, rated number 1 toward the first of the year for several weeks, and the Mules have just really played well tonight. And they, even though the game was close for a long time, I think the Mules have thoroughly dominated this game. I think the stats will show that, and we'll get those all figured up for you after this is over and go over that with you. But right now we have 11.9 remaining in the 4th quarter with the Mules up 30-13, and Muleshoe with the football. And timeout.
tell you, real exciting, good effort by the Mules. They've, you know, as you say, they've pretty well totally dominated the game. I think they're going to be, you know, nearly double, or maybe some instances over double what the Perryton Rangers did, rushing, passing, and all that when we get it all figured out. But it's been total domination.
And it's going to be a big win for Coach Wood and his staff. And again, we'll have to say we're very proud of the Muleshoe players for the way they played and competed all season long, and tonight especially. And I think the coaches have done an excellent job. And we're going to be 9-2 after this, so I don't think you can argue too much with that. And we've been in the playoffs now 6 of the last 7 seasons, and Muleshoe's never done that before. And the last play of the game, there goes a run, number 30 in there, Eddie Alvarado, and that'll end things right there. Eddie's going to pick up about 3 yards, and the Mules are celebrating, and they've won this by-district game over the Perryton Rangers. The Mules come out on top 30-13. And the Mules led early in the game 7-0, then the score was 7-7, and after that the Mules never trailed. They went up 30-7 on Perryton before Perryton scored a late touchdown, missed the extra point, moving the score to 30-13. The Mules played a lot of substitutes the last half quarter in the ball game. They did their job, and both teams down on the field now congratulating each other. It was a good effort, and a fine Perryton team, and also a fine Muleshoe team, as both teams played well. And a beautiful night to play here tonight, and Gerald will have the stats for you here shortly. Passing and what, 280 rushing?
284.
What's that total up? Over 500? Well, Gerald, the Mules, you've just figured up, had 458 total yards, and how many first downs tonight? 19 first downs, 458 yards, and I'll let you give the stats. And just a tremendous job here as the Mules won the by-district game over the Perryton Rangers, 2 fine teams out on the field. The Mules now 9-2 on the season, and Perryton will end their season at 7-3. Gerald?
Okay, for the Mules, rushing, Mules rushed 49 times, controlled the clock, I'd say, to a great extent. Rushed 49 times, 284 yards rushing. We'll come back and get some of the individual deals later. Passes, Mules passed 12 times, completed 8 of them, no interceptions, 174 yards. For one touchdown by pass, 458 yards. Total offense for the Mules, passing and rushing, I believe 19 first downs. Penalty-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 penalties for, looks like, about 50 yards. And so the Mules very good night. Total domination. I think a lot, you know, so it would surprise a lot of people as highly rated as the Perryton Rangers have been all through the year, and the Mules come in and just totally dominate them.
Took over the game.
So here it is back, Ronnie.
Okay, Gerald. Thank you. And that's about figures it up. The Mules won. They won 30-13, and probably were that dominant. The light's about to go off on the field. The Mules and their fans down celebrating on the field. And we'll be in the area game next week somewhere against either Greenwood or Snyder. So, this is Ronnie Jones along with Gerald Shanks and Gil Robert Reynolds. We enjoyed bringing you this game tonight, a big Muleshoe win, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.